Hello guys, and welcome to my review of Annabelle. I was actually disappointed. I was really anticipated for this film. I was excited for it. I thought it looked good. I'm a big fan of The Conjuring. I love The Conjuring. It's been a while since we've seen a good horror film like Conjuring, and it didn't make me scream or anything, but it made me jump a good times, and I had a fun time seeing Conjuring. I love that film. That film was amazing. And when I saw the trailers for Annabelle, I was thinking, a prequel to The Conjuring, and it's based on that creepy doll. That's cool. I like that. And the trailers, this movie looked like it would be good, but it's not. It's not. At all. It really isn't. And another thing is that I'm going to say before I get into this film is that The Conjuring was based on true events. After watching it, I believed it all. If Annabelle was supposedly supposed to be based on true events, I think they should have said it, because they don't at all, and they could have done better on the story, because the story isn't all that great. But here we go. Okay, so Annabelle is about this couple, and I'm just gonna call them Ken and Bobby because they look like Ken and Bobby. I don't know if they actors' real names. Like, these are not even noticeable actors at all. There's no one in this movie that you really recognize at all, anyway. But I'm just gonna call them Ken and Bobby because that's what they look like to me. That's what it looked like to me when I was watching the whole film. Just Ken and Bobby. Don't ask me why I was thinking it, but it just looked like them to me. But basically, Ken and Bobby, they got their own little place. They're gonna be having a baby soon, and they decide to Ken decides to buy a little doll for his wife, for Bobby. And the doll, of course, is the little Annabelle doll. And it just makes me think, who would buy the doll? I mean, the doll is creepy looking. It's even creepier than Chucky. Oh, well, let me think about that. No, Chucky's creepier, but this doll's still creepy. But anyway, after the first couple of nights of being in their house, basically their neighbors gets broken in by a couple of criminals, and then the criminals get into their house and they start terrorizing them and hurting them, and then one of the criminals basically kills herself and drops some blood onto the Annabelle doll, and next thing you know, the Annabelle doll is possessed because the two criminals were in some kind of cult. Now, I'll be honest, I kind of liked that premises. I kind of liked the idea of how that's how Annabelle was going to be possessed, because I was wondering how Annabelle was possessed. Was there some kind of ghost in the house? Was there some kind of person that, sacrificed their life to the doll? Because I mean, Chucky, that was how Chucky was a doll and was possessed. He sacrificed himself into a doll. That's how he became a doll and started killing people. So I kind of like that idea. But this film, it's just horrible. Ken and Bobby are so stupid. Like what I just explained for what the movie's about. When Ken and Bobby hear the screaming of their next door neighbors, basically Bobby's like, "Hey, baby, hon, I think I heard the neighbors screaming. Can you please call the cops?" And he's like, "Call the cops? Who's gonna call the cops? I'm sure if one of us was screaming in this house, they wouldn't call the cops. They would come right next door to see what's going on." Are you kidding me? That right there is stupid. If you hear your neighbors screaming, you don't go out there to check it for yourselves. You call the cops. That's the smart thing. The dumbass thing is to go over there and see why they screamed. You call. Jeez, I think even a teenager would know better than that. These adults were just stupid. There was one other scene I did like. It was pretty cool. Basically it was this elevator room, like storage room scene. It was pretty cool. Basically, Barbie was going up there to put some things into like a little storage cage, and she sees this stroller, a baby's crying, and then you see the demon. You see an actual demon that's basically working with Annabelle, that's haunting Ken and Barbie. And the demon, he looked pretty cool, and the scene worked really well. It was pretty nice and everything, but it still doesn't save this movie, because this movie just sucked. It was no good, nothing scary. I predicted basically the whole film. It wasn't scary at all. I mean, come on, the person that directed this film directed both Mortal Kombat movies. The first Mortal Kombat was good. Second, let's just get that piece of trash out of here. That's like the worst video game adaptation movie ever. But yeah, this movie just, I mean, heck, it was so bad. When I left the theater, everyone that was in the theater with me were walking up behind me going like, boo, blah, that sucked, whatever, it's whatever. There was even people in the parking lot that saw the film with me that was scaring themselves before they went home because the film didn't scare them before I rode off on my bike. Now that's pretty crazy. That after seeing a horror film, you decide to scare yourself because the movie couldn't do it for you. That's pretty bad. I mean, that's really bad. That really is. But overall, Annabelle sucks. It's just not scary at all. Just for those two scenes, I'm gonna give it a 2.1. Yeah, 2.1. But it just really sucked. It really did.
AudioMicro.com.
Alright, so yeah, if you're hoping to go see a horror film, if you decide to go see Annabelle, don't. You're not gonna expect anything good. It's just no good at all. So it is finally October. October is one of my favorite months of all time. So I'm gonna try my best to watch as many horror movies as I can, and I'm gonna actually try to put up a top 10 horror film or things you should watch during October. Because I mean, it's October, and there's a lot of scary movies out there that you should watch, and there's some that you shouldn't. But I'm gonna try to put up a top 10 things of what you should watch during the month of Halloween. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. You can check out my Facebook. It's in the link down in the description. If you can go on there and please put a like on there too, I'd appreciate that. And as always, guys, I am the almighty Saberwolf Sid, and before I go, I have a new saying. If you decide to go see Annabelle and you see it, this is not an offense to you. This is just a new saying I have for some people that have been killing me, or I've been killing on Destiny. You are a cheap homo handicrack. That's right, a cheap homo handicrack. But overall, I'll see you guys next time.